No matter how much you lost gambling over the weekend, all you have to do is win at least that amount back tonight, and it's like that shitty weekend never even happened. It's like magic, only real. Lucky for us, I've got 2 bangers that absolutely have no chance of losing as of recording this video. But first, hit that subscribe button right now. Me and you, we're about to run through the rest of this year ransacking the sports books. I love this journey for us, but I can't do it on my own. You gotta come with me. While you're at it, turn on the notifications too. Better safe than sorry. The like button's right there too. Might as well make it 3 for 3 on this thing. Speaking of perfection, Michael Mayer over 2.5 receptions plus 114 at DraftKings is the kind of bet we're gonna tell our grandkids about, probably. Holy shit, have the books not learned their lesson with this guy. I know what the haters are gonna say. Slop, you were all over this guy last week and he let us down. Obviously that's correct. I was all over him and he let us down. But here's the problem with haters. They're idiots. They're blaming the victim here. That's right. Michael Mayer was a victim. He was victimized by horrific quarterback play. On top of that, the coaches did him no favors either. They pulled him in the 4th quarter right when Mayer was about to get going. He's a 4th quarter guy. Everybody knows that. You can't just take him out in the final frame when he has all that momentum. It wasn't fair to him or us. Here's the thing though. We're good tonight because it's not going to be Brian Hoyer under center again. No more watching that guy stare down his first read every single time. We're getting Jimmy G back, and that's a good thing. The last time Mayer played with him, he went 5 for 75. It was glorious. But this isn't just about quarterback play. We're getting a good game script here too. If you didn't watch last week, the Lions got curb stomped by the Baltimore Ravens. They're bound for a bounce back. Dan Campbell is their coach. They're literally not allowed to have 2 bad games in a row. It's against his rules. So you know they're going to be scoring all over the place. And when that happens, the Raiders are going to have to throw. And guess who the Detroit Lions don't cover very well? That's right, the tight end position. On the season, only 7 teams have allowed more receptions to the tight end position than the Lions. And most of those teams have played more games than Detroit. In fact, I like this one so much, I even got down on Mayer 4+ receptions plus 200 at FanDuel. Feels right. Now obviously there's going to be some NBA bets coming later, but those usually come out after some news drops. If you want those too, they're free, don't worry. All you have to do is follow me on Pickit. It's a bet tracking app that's linked to all my sports books. When I make a bet, it notifies everyone following me so they can make the same bet. It's actually amazing. And it's free. What's even better is when you download it and use promo code SLOPSLOCKS, they'll give you cash. Most people get $3, but 1 out of every 100 get $100. That's what I like to call living. Anyways, so we're not just sitting on Michael Mayer tonight. I also threw in a little same game parlay. Here's the catch though. I used the Gronk boost, so they're only gonna let me bet $10 on this thing. But some of you can bet more, and at the end of the day, action's action, especially when it cashes. This might actually be the easiest win you've ever seen in your life. The first leg, Josh Jacobs, 2+ receptions, no chance that loses. I have a really hard time believing that the Lions are going to hold this guy under this number. For starters, it's only happened once this season, and it's never happened with Jimmy G under center. He just won't allow it. Given the game script I expect, it feels like a safe bet to think we're going to see a few checkdowns. This one is basically a gimme. Even if we don't get game scripted into it, he's still probably getting 2 catches. Next, we're going to look at Jahmyr Gibbs, 40+ rushing yards. I expect this to happen in the first half. For starters, the Lions are definitely going to try and establish the run because that's just how they roll. No David Montgomery tonight, so that means Jahmyr Gibbs. They didn't draft him in the first round because he sucks. This guy's an animal. The fun part is they'll be establishing the run against a team that can't stop running backs. On the season, only 7 teams in the entire NFL have allowed more rushing yards to opposing running backs than the Raiders. Most of those teams have actually played an extra game too, so it's not even fair. We just watched the Bears run it down the Raiders' throat last week. Everybody saw that. It was on television. I would think more of the same is going to happen this week. And even if we don't get this in the first half, the game script should allow for us to get it on volume in the second half. You know the Lions are just going to be sitting on the ball and just literally handing it to them over and over and over. This bet is perfect. And finally, the over 36.5 is an absolute gift. Obviously, we moved the line a little, but whatever. I think we'll be damn near this number at halftime, or at least in the 20s at worst. Like I said before, Dan Campbell will simply not allow the Lions to take their foot off the gas tonight. It's statement time. On the flip side, it's not crazy to think that the Raiders can score into the 20s. In fact, I think it's going to go over the standard line too, but we may as well take the gimme just for this parlay purpose. I'll see you guys later for the live stream.